Well, today, Deb Sheppard is a psychic medium who is on a mission to not only relay messages from the other side, but to work with those who receive those messages, find closure, and move toward happiness. And she's here with her partner, Dana Nieto. And Deb, you're meeting with a family that you've been doing some healing work with. And so who are they and how did they come to find you?
There's 3 sisters, Tracy, Julie, Lisa, and then Tracy's son, Mark, which has just been a gift to all of us. And Dana put out to our fans tell their story, and then Dana's the one that picked them and interviewed them, and they said they were willing to do the work that it was going to take and share their story on live TV.
Yeah, and we've been following them through
Yes,
video, and so
it's
we'll
been
get
great.
to meet them today.
Yes.
And then Dana, where are you at with Mark and Tracy Hudson in this healing process?
You know, I'm so proud of them. They have done some really, really tough work over the last, it's probably been 3-4 weeks now. And gosh, they, especially Mark has made so much progress and
We're so
in
proud of
his healing work, yeah. So it's been amazing.
Doesn't
It's been really amazing.
Feel good when the right people find you, because you do have some healing things that you can offer, some tools that can help them get through the tough times. And
Absolutely.
probably got to be very rewarding when those people actually connect with you.
It's a joy for me. It's something I'm very passionate about. I really love helping the people through the healing process, because even though I can be a messenger, there's still so many things that are shattered for a family that they're trying to heal themselves again, which is great. And they worked hard.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
They
so
did.
proud of them.
All right, Deb and Dana, we're going to be with you just a little bit later in the show, so
Great.
we'll see you in just a few minutes.
All right.
Well, now we have the opportunity to experience how psychic medium Deb Sheppard helps families learn how to move past the loss of loved ones to healing and happiness. Mark and his mom Tracy are here with their family, and they met with Deb and her partner Dana in November in hopes of working with her to heal after a very painful loss. Well, let's get a look at their reading.
Your dad feels too young to pass. How old was he?
54.
He said he taught you things, though.
Yeah, he taught me how to play golf.
Taught you how to play golf. He's just saying don't give up. And I kind of get it as make him proud.
Really?
Yeah.
Because like about a week ago, I tried to commit suicide.
Okay, no wonder he's talking to you. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Still, it's okay. And when I heard about this,
And you're so proud to do this.
Yeah, I can't tell you how like my energy levels went from here to like up here.
He doesn't want you to feel like that's where you need to be. He says you're here. You need to be here. And I feel like as time goes on, you may be an advocate for addictions and mental health, that you can be a voice for a lot of other people.
I really do want to help others, especially in my sport, because I'm pursuing golf professionally, and I feel like I can help a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people out there that are dealing with mental issues, and after going through what I went through, I have a lot of laceration scars on my arms from cutting myself from the first time I tried to commit suicide. And I was constantly thinking about, man, how do I cover these up? Do I do skin graft? I mean, I was looking up companies and everything, tattoo artists to try to cover it up. And I was like, I can go into the course and use this as a tool to help others.
It's a badge of honor.
Yeah.
I feel like you can help so many people.
She is helping people each and every day. We're so glad to have everybody here with us today.
Yes.
And I know, Deb, that you're on a mission to not only help people with messages and receiving messages, but you're helping them in a unique way, and that's through workshops and customized healing plans. Why is this work so important to you?
I think being a messenger is certainly an honor, and I'm in gratitude, but helping people, especially this family that was chosen by Dana, is to help them go past that, not only the healing of the loss of the loved one, it was Mark's father and Tracy's husband that had passed, that had come through, but it's helping them know that they can have a life afterwards and have a life of passion and have a life of joy, because I think the hardest thing is people think they can't have joy after they lose a loved one, and you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dana, after the reading with Mark and Tracy, what was your plan for them?
You know, this was kind of a unique situation because Mark was recently going through a really, really tough time and had been in the hospital, I think, the week before we connected. And so it was really important to really try to get them in to work with them pretty quickly, because we wanted to have him go down a different track. And I really believe in the work that Deb does. I watch her help people with their struggles all the time. And so I think choosing this family for me was very heartfelt. I really felt that they could use some help.
Certainly.
And so it's been a really cool process to watch them through this.
And it's not overnight. It's
Yeah.
taken some time, which is fantastic. And we were lucky to follow along with Mark
So
as
just
he
finished with
sent
the-
us videos of his progress as he worked his healing plan. And it was important for us to see that as well, because we're sort of documenting this. And so, Mark, just a week or two before your reading with Deb, you were in a really dark place, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been feeling better, I hope?
Oh yeah, I've been feeling a lot better. I haven't felt like this since middle school, elementary school,
Yeah.
and I don't even know how to explain it. It's amazing.
Was the healing plan easy to work
No,
with?
it was it was it was tough.
Yeah.
It was hard. I definitely wanted to give up at points. You know, you get to a point, you're by yourself, you're taking a shower or something, you have a lot of thoughts in your mind, and you're just like, God, I want this to be done. I just don't want it to be going anymore. So
You're
It
so
is-
proud of him. He
Yeah.
just kept,
yeah, she kept checking up on me, calling me, making sure, like, if I had a bad thought or bad feeling that day, I look at my phone and I'm getting a call from them. I'm like,
Wow.
well, you work
Whoa.
with psychics. You work with psychics.
Yeah, right?
so I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. Maybe I'll ignore the first one. So, yeah.
But that's so important, that connection and reconnection.
Yeah.
I'm sure through this process, you can't just give them their wings and say, good luck with
Yeah.
that. There is a connection that has to happen if you're going to give them the tools.
And Dana talked to them beforehand, because I didn't know who the families that she chose, but it was about, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to be transparent? Are you willing to be on TV and be vulnerable? And they showed up beautifully. I was so proud of all of them.
And that part's not easy to be on TV, even to have cameras. And you were even saying for you, it just changes things when
Yeah.
you have to
Yeah.
do
Keep
that.
trying to sit straight.
Yeah, well, posture and everything else, but really trying to just focus and
Right.
not worry about all of that. Tracy, how has your outlook changed since you've been working with Deb and Dana?
I would say I feel a lot of encouragement, hope, excitement, because we have been through a heck of a lot. And to see how far we've come in a very short period of time is just very encouraging to me. I feel blessed that we've had this opportunity.
Sure.
And I think that, you know, with Deb and Dana's help and all of Mark's hard work, they've saved his life.
Yeah, I was going to ask you then, now looking at Mark today and where he is today, how do you see him?
In a much better place. I see he glows, he's got excitement, he just exudes this energy he's in a better place.
I think the whole family really,
The sisters.
really put in a lot of work though too, because Deb had them do quite a bit outside of just Mark and connecting and healing, and Mark was a big piece of it, but I think they all really worked really hard together with all the things that Deb assigned them, which she assigned them quite a bit of tasks.
It's not easy.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
hard
lot
work.
of people that need to be on board with that process, not for it to work, but for it to really feel successful to everybody.
And a lot of it is for tools for the future, because we give them tools to be able to communicate better. And so for future events or things that happen, they'll have those tools to rely on again.
Yeah. Is this type of healing process really fit for everyone?
Anyone that wants to do the work,
Okay.
absolutely. But I think when you go to a therapist or you join a gym, you have to do the work.
Yeah.
To
It's just like working out. You got to
Yeah.
put in the work and the time and the effort. And I mean, even at like our last family event for cookie baking, I felt the energy with her and my aunts. It was totally different. It was totally different. The energy in the house is different. Even going back home to my family, my son and my girlfriend, it's totally different. He's a lot happier. He's one.
Oh,
And he was feeding off, and I could tell he's like acting up, and I'm like, what's going on? And then as soon as I started healing myself, that was fixing itself.
isn't that
It
beautiful?
was just
And the joy for us is watching. I mean, that's the passion part,
Yeah.
is watching people go through the process and healing. I mean, you can't have more pride and excitement for that. So
I've never been happier, because I've seen therapists in the past, and don't get me wrong, they help, but
Yeah.
it just wasn't right for me.
Yeah.
So
and you found the right fit.
So we adopted the family.
Yeah.
They said they'd be my sisters.
And they couldn't be more happy, I'm
Yeah,
sure. I'm sure. Dana, I know that there's a lot of laughter and tears and joy through all of this process. And so what is it about this that is so, that you like to do?
You know, I think I believe in Deb so much and how she has helped and worked really hard to help people over the last 20 years that she's been doing this. So watching her work with these families, how could you not want to be involved? You know, for my own healing as well. It just is so satisfying to walk the walk with these people, because we all have this, we all go through things. And so helping them walk through the process is just, it's so gratifying.
And no judgment.
And no judgment.
Yeah,
Not at all. Yeah.
I should just talk about anything. And I felt like 100% comfortable talking about anything and everything, because I was literally in the hospital a week ago, like before that. And
Yeah. Well, Mark, we're so glad that you are healing and will continue to heal. You're changing lives, Deb and Dana. Your lives have been changed, and it is a beautiful connection. For
Yes,
sure.
thank you.
Well, we would be remiss, of course, if we didn't ask you if you were picking up any messages. There are quite a few people in the studio today, but are you picking up anything today?
Well, I talked to you a little bit earlier about someone being murdered, but I'm getting the camera person. Do you have a friend your generation that's passed, a male?
Do what?
Did you lose a friend or a brother or brother-in-law?
My father?
How was he pretty young?
No.
Now this is someone younger. So I feel like there's been someone that died either from suicide or an accident. Does that fit anybody?
Anybody here?
grandfather committed suicide when he was young.
Oh.
Okay. So was he not from Colorado?
California.
Because he says he's not from here, and he said that it had to do with some shame that was going on in his life.
He had an affair.
Okay, because he says that he was embarrassed, and so that's why he did this.
Yeah, he murdered his wife and his wife's sister.
That's the murder I was getting earlier. So he was
And then
with
he
me.
committed suicide.
Okay, he was with me in the green room, just so
as
you
soon as
know.
she walked in, she's
I was like, there's
"Someone's
someone's been
here."
murdered. So they say that he had all this shame, and was it like a real big headline?
Yeah, he was very prominent in his town in California, and so it was a huge thing.
Yeah, and
it
I
was
get,
in the 40s, so.
and
oh,
I
I'm
get,
sorry, the 50s.
and I feel like it feels like that he kind of went obviously crazy through
did.
this, and I feel like someone was going to talk about him. Does that make sense? Like,
His wife, so he had an affair, left my grandmother. His wife was gonna kind of expose this
him?
whole
It's like I keep seeing,
scandal.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and he says there was a lot of money, because you said he was a very rich man, but he said he's self-made. The money wasn't handed to him,
He was, yeah.
so that he worked through his life to create this wealth, and he feels very controlling of a person, individual too.
I didn't know him personally.